Hello, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan, the YouTube station. We got the little camera thing going on the bottom. You get to see my ugly mug. We're coming to you with game number 7 of our retro replay of the 1946 World Series as I do my sound check. Bear with me. Alright. Not only can you hear my horrible voice, you can now see my ugly face. How are you? I'm gonna have a cup of coffee. Coffee is good. I'll try not to pick my nose because the camera's up, but no promises there. Alright, we have forced a game 7, and in reality in 1946, if you're a Red Sox fan or a baseball fan, you do know that it went 7 games. Enos Slaughter, the Mad Dash, would win game 7 of the World Series. It was a little backwards. The Red Sox had a 3-1 lead in 46. In our retro replay, the Cardinals had the 3-1 lead, and the Red Sox have battled back. And I managed the Boston Red Sox, my beloved team, who won today, finally. They won, thank God. The Yankees are hot. I watched the Yankees beat the bejesus out of the Angels last night. Alright, so let's get to the lineups. We're going to use the modern 3D view. And then I'm going to switch this after I go through the introductions to a smaller view here, because we'll know what all the players do and things like that. Alright, for the Boston Red Sox, leading off, playing right field is Wally Moses, and he's batting .400 with a ribby in the World Series. And you have Johnny Pesky. Pesky's batting .321 with 3 RBIs. And then the little professor, Dom DiMaggio, .370 with 3 RBIs. And after that, everyone's pretty much cold. Ted Williams has struggled, batting below .200, 174. And he's batting cleanup. Then you have Rudy York batting .160, playing first base. Bobby Doerr batting .154, though he does have 2 home runs. He had a huge home run in Game 6 to start the scoring off for the Red Sox, and 2 ribbies. And he's at second base. Pinky Higgins playing third base, batting .192. You see the trend here. And doing the catching, Hal Wagner, at least he's hitting .150. He also has a home run with an RBI. And on the mound, batting ninth, is Dave Ferriss. Ferriss in 1946 went 25-6. Let's go to the Cardinal lineup. Batting first, as always, the second baseman, Red Schoendienst. He's batting .179 with 3 ribbies. Tommy Moore is in center field, batting .115, no homers, no ribbies. Batting third, Stan Musial, the only Cardinal who has been hitting .304, but he only has 1 RBI. He's at first base. Batting fourth, they moved him up in the order because these are as-played lineups, as-played pitchers. Changes will be made by me for the Red Sox and by the computer for the Cardinals. Enos Slaughter batting .148 with a ribby. Batting fifth, playing third base, Whitey Kurowski. He was normally batting cleanup. He has 1 homer, 2 RBIs. Joe Garagiola is doing the catching, .143 with a ribby. In left field, Harry Walker, .222, a homer and an RBI. Playing short, batting eighth, Marty Marion. He's batting .375, so he is the other Cardinal batter who's been hitting, with only 1 ribby, though. As you can see, Schoendienst leads the team with 3 RBIs in this lineup. Batting ninth, doing the pitching, Murry Dickson. Murry Dickson went 15-6 with a save in 184 and a third innings, with an ERA of 2.88. Behind the plate, you have Garagiola. 6 out of 10 defense, 6 out of 10 arm. At third base, Whitey Kurowski. Come on, Whitey, where's your pitcher? There you are. 7 out of 10 defense. Then you have Marty Marion at short, who's outstanding. 8 out of 10. Same with Red Schoendienst. He's 8 out of 10. Very strong up the middle for the Cardinals of 1946. Stan Musial's at first. He's above average. 6 out of 10 defense. In left, you have Harry the Cat Walker. 7 out of 10 defense, 10 out of 10 arm. Terry Moore is in center. 7 out of 10 defense with an average arm, 5 out of 10. And Enos Slaughter, 7 out of 10 defense, 10 out of 10 arm. And we have Max Cornelius in the chat. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. As my second screen, is failing me. And we come back. Did the second screen come back up? No, it did not. You son of a gun. Now it went down. Bear with me a moment. Have to get back to the second screen. I use my Kindle to read the chat. How are you, Max? Hope all is well. Anything new on your channel? If you're still there, my friend. Alright, we're back up. Beautiful. Alright, so Wally Moses will lead off for the Red Sox. Again, Wally 4 for 10 with a ribby batting .400. Average contact against right-handed pitching, poor power, and 6 out of 10 on. Murry Dickson gets the sign from Joe Garagiola, and here is the pitch, homeward bound to Wally Moses. Game 7, retro replay, the 1946 World Series using Out of the Park Baseball 19 is on its way. And that's a base hit past the leap of Schoendienst. So a leadoff single for Wally Moses. Good job, Wally. And here comes Johnny Pesky to the plate. And let's take those down. I don't like the big view. Let's go back to game options. I'll do that once the Red Sox go back in the field to give the defensive capabilities. And we're going to go to small labels. There we go. So Johnny Pesky comes to the plate. Pesky batting .321 with 3 ribbies. He's 9 for 28. Excellent contact hitter against right-handed pitching. 10 out of 10. He is a left-handed pull hitter. Very poor power. 1 out of 10. Above average eye. 6 out of 10. Moses is at first. Musial holding him on. Here's the pitch to Pesky. We're going to play hit and run. There goes Moses. Pesky swings. He drives one to the gap, and that's going to grab some wall. Moses might score all the way around from first, and he does. Pesky's going for 3. Here's the relay throw. Here's the slide by Pesky. Not in time. 1-0 Red Sox as Wally Moses scores all the way from first on the hit and run, which produced a triple from Johnny Pesky. Great job by Pesky. And here comes the little professor, Dom DiMaggio. DiMaggio, 10 for 27 with 3 ribbies. That's a .370 batting average. 8 out of 10 contact, 2 out of 10 power, 6 out of 10 eye. He's looking to at least get a deep fly ball to score Pesky. So the Cardinals find themselves in a bit of trouble here right off the bat. Garagiola goes out to have a quick word with Dickson. Now back behind the plate. Here's the pitch to Dommy. DiMaggio swing and a miss, strike 3. Goes down on the 1-2 count swinging. Teddy Ballgame, Ted Williams, he has struggled in our retro replay, just as he did in the actual World Series. He is 4 for 23. He does have 3 RBIs though. That's a .174 batting average off right-handed pitching, 10 out of 10 contact, 7 out of 10 power, 10 out of 10 eye. Big moment here for Williams, looking to get his 4th RBI. 1 out, Pesky's at 3rd after tripling in Moses. Cardinals infield, outfield looks straight away and normal, and they are. Garagiola wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch to the splendid Splinter. Williams punches that ball, and it gets through past the dive of the shortstop Marion and into left field. 2-0 Boston. Ted Williams picks up his 4th RBI. Here comes Rudy York. Red Sox jump out quickly here in Game 7 against the Cardinals at Sportsman Park. York batting .160. He's 4 for 25 with a ribby, 6 out of 10 contact, 3 out of 10 power, 7 out of 10 eye. Musial playing behind Williams. Williams not much speed at first. York digs in. Here's the pitch. York swings, ground ball to short, can be 2, and it is. 6-4 to 3. If you're scoring at home, Marion to Schoendienst to Musial. But the Red Sox score 2 in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first, 2-0 Boston. Due up for the Cardinals. Schoendienst, Moore, and Musial on the mound for Boston. And we're going to go back to this other view now for a moment. We'll go large labels, just to give you the defensive capabilities. And then we'll quickly go to the chat, because Max Cornelius has posted a couple of things. So on the mound is Dave Ferriss. And he was 25-6 with 3 saves. And he is 0-1 in this World Series. He's thrown 6 innings, 9 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks, 4.50 earned run average in this retro replay of the World Series. His stuff, quality of pitches, below average, 3 out of 10. Movement is excellent, 9 out of 10, and he has excellent control, 8 out of 10, and 10 out of 10 stamina. Behind the plate, we have Hal Wagner, 7 out of 10 defense, 6 out of 10 arm. Pinky Higgins is at third. He is average, 5 out of 10 defense. Johnny Pesky is at short, 8 out of 10 defense, very good. Same with Bobby Doerr at second, so they're very strong up the middle. Rudy York, 7 out of 10 at first. He's no slouch. Ted Williams in left, 7 out of 10 defense, 9 out of 10 arm. Dom DiMaggio, absolutely outstanding in center. Younger brother Joe Garagiola, 9 out of 10 defense, 10 out of 10 arm. And then you have Wally Moses in right, above average for both defense and arm, 6 out of 10 defense, 6 out of 10 arm. Let's make sure the phone's shut. Back to small labels now. I just don't like the large labels in the new modern 3D look. They're a little too big. Oh, small labels. There we go. So Red Schoendienst comes to the plate. Red is batting 179 with 3 ribbies. That's 5 for 28. 7 out of 10 contact against right-handed pitching. With 1 out of 10 power, 4 out of 10 eye. You can't get Red to chase. Wagner goes through the signs. Ferriss nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Red Schoendienst. 1 ball, no strikes. And it's a line shot. It's going to drop in front of Wally Moses in right, so a leadoff single for Red Schoendienst. And now stepping the plate, the Cardinals center fielder, Terry Moore. 3 for 26. That's a 115 batting average. No homers, no ribbies. Average contact, poor power, and a below average eye. Let me go to the chat real quick, as I forgot to go to the chat. I asked Max Cornelius how he's doing. He said he's doing good. Yeah, that's how I'm doing. I'm hanging in there, bud. A lot of changes, as you know. Doing the best I can. Thank you for asking, my friend. He says, I'm going to do my best to get some more games up on his channel next week. Well, you do it when you can, my friend. It was very fun to see it. I enjoyed it. But you do it when you can. All right, Schoendienst being held on by York. At first, Moore's at the plate. Right-handed pull hitter. The Red Sox, I have to get used to the other view now. The Red Sox will play their infield shift left. Outfield straightaway and normal. Hoping to turn 2 here. Here's the pitch to Terry Moore. Moore grounds it to Pesky. Flips the door on to first to Rudy York. Double play, 6-4-3, just as they wrote it up. So 2 outs, bases empty for Stan the Man Musial. Musial batting .304. That's 7 for 23 with a ribby. No home runs. 10 out of 10 contact. 3 out of 10 power. 7 out of 10 eye. Left-handed normal hitter. Red Sox fans breathe a sigh of relief. You can hear them breathing that sigh of relief on the radio with that double play. Ferriss is ready to work. He deals the Musial. And that is driven to the gap. On the run is DiMaggio. He won't get to it. And Wally Moses will play it off the wall. Musial digging for 3. Here comes the relay throw by Bobby Doerr. Not in time. Stan the Man Musial slides in safely to third base. A 2-out triple. Enos Country Slaughter now steps to the plate. The man who would had the game-winning run in the 46 World Series, the Mad Dash. Again, it was a double, not a single. The myth goes it was a single. It was a double. Slaughter is batting 148. He's 4 for 27 with a ribby. 8 out of 10 contact, 3 out of 10 power, 6 out of 10 eye. 2 outs. Musial stands at third. Slaughter hoping to bring him in. Wagner goes through the signs. Ferriss acknowledges. He sets and deals to Country. Full count. Slaughter grounds the door. Who throws to York's side, retired. Good job of pitching out of that mini jam for Ferriss and the Boston Red Sox. Due up for Boston, Doerr, Higgins, and Wagner. Bobby Doerr is batting 154. That's 4 for 26. He does have 2 homers and 2 RBIs. He had a huge home run to start the scoring off in that 4-0 shutout victory by the Red Sox in Game 6, the fourth of this Game 7. 6 out of 10 contact, 3 out of 10 power, 6 out of 10 eye. Doerr, a right-handed normal hitter. Cardinals play him straight away in both the infield and outfield. Murry Dickson gets the sign from Joe Garagiola. Here's the pitch to Bobby Doerr. 1-0 count, grounds it to Schoendienst, who throws him out, 1 down. Cardinal fans like that. Stepping to the plate, the third baseman, Pinky Higgins. Higgins is batting 192. That's 5 for 26. No homers, no RBIs. 5 out of 10 contact. Very poor power, 1 out of 10, 6 out of 10 eye. He is a right-handed normal batter. Dixon shakes off Garagiola. Now he nods his head. The windup and the pinch to Pinky Higgins. They come inside. Higgins grounds it to deep short. It's going to be a long throw. Do they get him? Yes, they do. They just get Higgins. Good, strong throw by Marion. So 2 up, 2 down. And the catcher, Hal Wagner, steps to the plate. 250 batting average, 3 for 12, a home run and a ribby. That was a surprising home run, as Wagner only has 2 out of 10 power. Though he did hit 6 homers in 46 for the Red Sox in the regular season. 5 out of 10 contact, 9 out of 10 eye. Looking to keep the inning alive to get to the pitcher, Dave Ferriss. Wagner, a left-handed normal hitter. Again, the Cardinals play straight away in both the infield and outfield. Here's the pitch to Wagner. Full count. Wagner grounds that ball up the middle. Past the dive of Schoendienst. Keeps the inning alive. Gets it to Dave Ferriss, the pitcher now. Ferriss, a left-handed batter. Ferriss is 0 for 2 in the series. Looking to punch it through a hole. Wagner will be off on contact. Musial holding him on. Ferriss will take. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. That caught the inside corner at the knees. Ferriss steps out of the box for a moment. Now he's back in. Dixon takes a peek at first. Now he deals. Ferriss swings, grounds it to Schoendienst, who throws the Musial side, retired. We go to the bottom of the second, still 2-0 Boston. Go to chat real quick. Nothing new there. Cool. Due up for the Cardinals, Whitey Kurowski, Joe Garagiola, and Harry the Cat Walker. Kurowski is batting 200. That's 5 for 25. He does have a home run and 2 ribbies, 8 out of 10 contact, 3 out of 10 power, so that's below average, and 7 out of 10 eye. He is a right-handed normal hitter. Red Sox will play him straight away in both the infield and outfield. Wagner wiggles the fingers, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Whitey. 1-2 count. Ground ball to York, who flips to Ferriss covering the bag. 1 down. And here comes left-handed batting catcher Joe Garagiola. This is his rookie season. He batted .273 in his rookie year for the Cardinals. 3 homers, 22 ribbies. In the playoffs, in this World Series, 143. That's 2 for 14 with an RBI. 4 out of 10 contact, 3 out of 10 power, both below average. But he has an above-average eye, 6 out of 10. Ferriss revs up the baseball, puts it back in his glove. Steps up on the hill. He kicks and deals to Garagiola. 1 ball, no strikes. Garagiola sends a lazy fly ball to center. DiMaggio comes in and makes the catch. Out number 2. Nice play by the little professor. So 2 outs, no one on. And the left fielder, Harry the Cat Walker, steps to the plate. Walker batting .222 in this retro replay of the 46 World Series. That's 4 for 18. 1 homer, 1 RBI, 5 out of 10 contact. Very poor power, though he does have a homer. Again, surprising. 1 out of 10, and I is average, 5 out of 10. Ferriss looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. Nods his head. He kicks and deals to the cat. 2-1 count. Walker rips a shot in the center field. DiMaggio cuts it off and throws it back into Pesky. So he keeps the inning alive, and here comes the number 8 batter, the shortstop, Marty Marion. Marion batting .375 in the series, 9 for 24 with a ribby. On deck is Murry Dickson, the pitcher. York holding and Walker on. Ferriss looks to first. Now in at the plate, picks up the sign from Wagner. He deals to Marion. That's a shot to right field. Going back is Wally Moses. Back, and he makes the catch right at the wall. So Marion gave it a ride, not known for power, and he just missed. Side retired. Red Sox fans breathe a sigh of relief. Cardinals fans, just disappointment. Go to the top of the third, 2-0 Boston. Game 7 of the 46 World Series Retro Replay using Out of the Park Baseball 19. Let me go to the chat. And we have Beatles Eternally in the chat. He says, hi Max, hi Al. How are you doing, Beatles? Beatles, moderator extraordinaire. Beatles Eternally, soon to be knighted by the Queen. Beatles will be heading stateside hopefully soon. How you doing, my friend? Alright. Musician extraordinaire. And magician extraordinaire, but best of all, one fine gent. Alright, due up for the Red Sox, top of the order, Wally Moses, Johnny Pesky, and the little Professor Dom DiMaggio. Moses singled and scored his first time up on the Pesky triple. Left-handed batter. Dickson hoping for a better result. He deals to Moses, hoping to park the C. 1-2 count. Moses drives that ball to left center field. That's going to hang up there, and a nice running catch by Harry the Cat Walker. Moses just got under that one. Again, not known for his power. 1 down. There's Johnny Pesky. He tripled on the hit and run call, scoring Moses. He's 1 for 1 with a ribby. And I gave him his 4th RBI, now batting .345. Pesky, left-handed full hitter, but the Cardinals do not shift. They play their infield, outfield, straightaway, and normal. Garagiola sets the target. Here's the pitch to Pesky. Full count. Pesky grounds out ball past the dive of Red Schoendienst. And he has his 2nd hit as the ball goes into right field. So 1 out, 1 on. Musial holding Pesky on. Here comes Dom DiMaggio. The little professor's 0 for 1 today. And we're going to play hit and run with Dommy. There goes Pesky. Oh, I'm sorry. I hit the take button. Rats. So it's no balls, 1 strike. I don't know if I should play hit and run now. Ah, I blew that one. I hit the take button. I'm pretty sure, well, I'm not sure, but the buttons are in slightly different locations, and I just automatically takes over hit and run. So we're going to play hit and run anyway. There goes Pesky. DiMaggio swings, grounds it to deep short. Marion's only play is the first, and they just nipped DiMaggio. They stay out of double play. Pesky's in scoring position for Teddy Ballgame. Ted Williams knocked in his 4th RBI, and he finally gets his batting average over 200. It's 208. He's 1 for 1 with a ribby, and again, he has 4 RBIs now in the series. Chance to get number 5. Pesky will be off on contact. 2 outs. 2-0 Boston. Top of the 3rd. Garagiola goes through the signs. Dickson quickly nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Teddy Ballgame. Full count. Teddy does not chase on the outside corner. He walks. They pitch very carefully to Williams. Even though he struggled with the plate, he has knocked in 4 RBIs. And that will bring up Rudy Sergeant York. He's 0 for 1. Chance for York to get his 2nd ribby of the series. Both Pesky and Williams will be off on contact. York digs in, ready to grip and rip. Dickson kicks and fires. Full count. York swing and a miss. Strike 3. Could not catch up to the fastball. Go to the bottom of the 3rd. Still 2-0 Boston. Due up for the Cardinals. The pitcher, Dickson, then the top of the order, Schoendienst, and more. Let me quickly go to the chat. Okay. As Beatles Eternally, this is why he's a gent extraordinaire. Beatles says, "So, Al, aren't you the handsome lad?" Well, thank you, Beatles. I tip my cap to you. Thank God the camera's not HD. Even, anyway. So, Beatles says, "My real-life Pirates are back in first and have taken 2 in a row from the Cardinals. Excellent. That will not make ID Jester a happy camper, though." As Max Cornelius says, "Boo!" And then he says, "Sorry, 3 in a row." So, all right, back to the ballgame. It's good to have Max and Beatles in the chat. And if you're watching, feel free to jump in. You don't have to talk to me. If you like baseball, they're great baseball fans, and most of all, they're nice people, and that's more important. So Murry Dickson steps to the plate. He's the pitcher, and he's 1 for 3 in the series with no homers, no ribbies. That's a .333 batting average. Right-handed spray hitter. This is an important batter here for Ferriss. Does not want to lose the pitcher. Wants that first out. Ferriss deals to Dickson. 1-2 count. Strike 3 looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball. Red Sox throw it around the infield. And now the top of the order, Red Schoendienst. Schoendienst, 1 for 1 today. Left-handed normal hitter. Red Sox infield, outfield straightaway in normal. Wagner wiggles the fingers as my second screen goes down once again. We'll work on that in a moment. Here's the pitch to Schoendienst. 1-2 count. And it's a pop-up foul territory. Pinky Higgins calls off Wagner and makes the catch for out number 2. And let me quickly work on my second screen. I'm going to have to get another, pardon me a moment, cup of coffee. Alright. Well, while the Kindle is booting itself back up, it's tired, I guess, from the marathon we had the other day. That was a lot of fun. I did that for my mom. She always liked my shows. That was a lot of fun. I did 8 games in approximately 8 hours, probably just under. And then when I was done, I made breakfast for myself and my dad. All right, second screen could be coming up. We don't know yet. Bear with me again. And how goes any retro replays that you gents are playing? And there we go. Second screen seems to be up again. Beautiful. All right. So bottom of the third, 2-0 Red Sox. 1 out. 2 outs, excuse me. And the center fielder, Terry Moore, comes to the plate. Moore is 0 for 1. Right-handed pull hitter. The Red Sox will shift their infield to the left. But because he's not a power hitter, and he's only batting 111, I'm going to keep my outfield straightaway and normal. Ferriss is ready. He kicks and deals to Moore. Full count. Ground ball to Pinky Higgins. He gobbles it up and throws to Rudy York. Side retired, as that was a 3-1 count. Go to the top of the 4th. Leading it off for the Red Sox, the second baseman Bobby Doerr. He is 0 for 1. Then Pinky Higgins and the catcher Wagner. Bobby Doerr, right-handed normal hitter. Dickson rubs up the baseball, puts it in his glove, back up on the hill. Garagiola sets the target. Here's the pitch to Bobby Doerr. 0-2 count. Doerr swings, and that ball's going out to shallow right center, and Moore makes the catch. 1 down. And I'll bring up the third baseman, Pinky Higgins. Higgins is 0 for 1. Right-handed normal stick. Cardinal fans applauding the effort by their defense. Higgins awaits the Dickson delivery. Pitch comes homeward bound. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 at the knee. Jeez, couldn't get the fastball. Knee. Jeez, that's for our good friend Chris from Stratomatic, Delaware. Check out that channel, as well as Bleacher Bums Gaming with Anthony and Higher Ground Gaming with Eric. All wonderful channels. Tabletop Baseball Plus with Earl and Earl. Baseball Demos with Dave. ID Gesture. Broke Black Man 94. Phil the Issues Guy. AU Pack Mule. And so many, many, many more. What's Blazing in Sports with T-Dub. Check out the channels I feature on my page and are related. And I know I forget people, and I apologize. Oh, Johnny Indie Boots. JD. Combat Painter. I think I got it right now. Alright, we'll get them all at the end. So here's Wagner. 2 outs, base is empty. The Red Sox catcher is 1 for 1 today. Average up to 308 now. Looking to extend the inning and get it to Ferriss. Wagner, left-handed normal hitter. He digs in, ready to grip and rip. Dickson kicks and fires. 2-1 count. And there's a 3-1 count, excuse me. He walks. And he does get it to Dave Ferriss. Ferriss is 0 for 1 today. Musial holding Wagner on. Ferriss choking up on the bat, hoping to find a hole through the infield. Dickson deals to his counterpart Ferriss. 2-2 count. Ferriss swings, and that is a high fly ball. Left center field. Moore goes over and makes the catch. Side retire. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 2-0 Boston. Due up for the Cardinals. Stan Musial, Enos Slaughter, and Whitey Kurowski. Let me quickly look to the chat. Beatles says, LOL, I have 5 replays going out. The 1902 Pirates, 1905 Giants, 1934 Cardinals, and the 1967 Boston Red Sox, and the 91 Pirates. Cool. Max Cornelius replies, nice Beatles. How far are you on the 91 Pirates replay? So here's Stan the Man Musial. Musial is 1 for 1. Left-handed normal hitter. Batting .333 in the World Series. Ferriss deals to Musial. 2-2 count. Musial sends that ball left center field. On the run is Williams. DiMaggio calls him off and makes the catch. Nice play by the little professor in center. 1 down. Enos Slaughter steps to the plate. Slaughter is 0 for 1. Left-handed pull hitter, so we will shift our infield right. Outfield will play straight away and normal. Ferriss nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Slaughter. No balls, 1 strike. He grounds it deep in the hole to Pesky. Pesky fires over. Did they get him? Yes! Nice stretch by Rudy York. They just got him by the hair of their chinny chin chin. 2 up, 2 down. Great throw by Pesky. And now Whitey Kurowski steps to the plate. Whitey is 0 for 1. Third baseman looking to get out of that slump. Only batting .192. Again, he does have a home run and 2 RBIs. Right-handed normal hitter. Ferriss and the Red Sox hoping to go 1-2-3 here. He deals to Kurowski. Kurowski swings at the first pitch, grounds it back to Ferriss, who fires to York. Side retire. So Ferriss is in a groove. We go to the top of the 5th, still 2-0 Boston. Game 7, 1946 World Series retro replay using Out of the Park Baseball 19. Top of the order for Boston, and it's Wally Moses. Moses 1 for 2 today. He scored on the Johnny Pesky triple after he singled in the first. Pesky would triple on the hit and run call. Left-handed spray hitter. Dixon's ready. He deals to Moses. 1-1 count. Moses punches that ball to shallow left center. Coming in is Walker, and he makes the catch. 1 away. Brings up Johnny Pesky. Pesky is 2 for 2 with an RBI. Pesky now batting .367 with 4 ribbies in the series. Left-handed pull hitter. But again, the Cardinals do not shift either in the outfield or infield. Garagiola sets up the target. Here's the pitch to Pesky. 3-1 count. And Pesky works a walk. And that will bring up the little professor, Dom DiMaggio. He is 0 for 2. He has 3 ribbies in this World Series. On deck, Ted Williams. Again, we're going to play hit and run. There goes Pesky. DiMaggio swings, sends the ball to the right side. Schoendienst ranges over and throws to Musial. Only play was to first, and Pesky moves to second. So DiMaggio hit the ball hard, but Schoendienst showed good range there. So 2 outs. Pesky's at second for Ted Williams. Williams is 1 for 1. He's also walked. He knocked in a run in the first inning. That was the second Red Sox run. Chance to get RBI number 5. On deck is Rudy York. Will they pitch carefully once again to Ted? We shall see. Here's the pitch to the splendid Splinter. No balls, 2 strikes. Williams takes that ball, the inside pitch up the middle. Schoendienst ranges towards the bag and throws him out at first. Side retired. Pesky stranded at second. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 2-0 Boston. Let's go to the chat quickly. Beetle says in his 1991 Pirates replay, 10 games in for that season. Max Cornelius, right on. I've always liked those early 90s Pirates teams. They were very, very good. Very good. Alrighty, Joe Garagiola steps to the plate. Garagiola's 0 for 1, left-handed normal hitter. Ferriss nods his head. Here's the pitch to Joe Garagiola. 2 balls, no strikes. Garagiola lines one past the leap of Pesky into left center field. So Garagiola is on, and that will bring the tying run to the plate. Harry the Cat Walker steps to the plate now. Walker is 1 for 1 today. York playing behind Garagiola. Garagiola not the fastest human being. Walker, left-handed normal hitter. The Red Sox will move into double play depth in the infield, so Pesky and Doerr pinch the middle. Outfield straightaway and normal. Here's the pitch to Walker. 1 ball, no strikes. Walker puts a bunt down. York fields it and fires to Doerr at first on the wheel play. Not in time. A bunt base hit for Harry the Cat Walker. We didn't think he was going to sacrifice. He did. Good job by Walker. So Ferriss and the Red Sox in a bit of a pickle here. 2 on, no outs for the number 8 batter, Marty Marion. And Marion's 3 out of 10 for a bunt hit, 5 out of 10 for a sack. I don't think he's going to sacrifice. Big moment in the game here, 2-0 Red Sox. Bottom of the 5th, the Cardinals have 2 on, no outs. Marion at the plate. Ferriss deals to Marion. No balls, 1 strike. Marion sends a deep fly ball to center. DiMaggio on the run. He will not get to it. That will roll to the wall. This will be tied up on a triple by Marion. So Marion's hot hitting continues. He drives in 2, and now he's the go-ahead run at 3rd. The Red Sox get some bullpen action up. As Ferriss still looks good, you can see the arrow there. And here is Murry Dickson. They might squeeze here. We're going to have to play the corners in. So the corners will be in for the Red Sox. It's a new ball game now, 2-2. Marion's at 3rd. Higgins in at 3rd. York in at 1st. Ferriss deals to his counterpart Dickson. 1-1 count. He swings, grounds it to Higgins, who fires to York. Holding at 3rd is Marion, top of the order now. Nice play by Pinky Higgins. Red Schoendienst. Red, 1 for 2. He has a chance to put the Cardinals ahead here. On deck is Moore. Red's only batting 200 though. Ferriss nods his head. The windup and the pitch of Red Schoendienst. 1-1 count. Ground ball to 1st. York steps on the bag. Marion couldn't go. So there's 2 outs now, and here comes Terry Moore. Moore is 0 for 2. Base hit will give the Cardinals the lead here in the bottom of the 5th. 2 outs. Marion tripled after the first 2 runners got on to tie the ball game at 2. Ferriss takes a deep breath. He sets and deals to Moore, but before that, he is a right-handed pull hitter. So we're going to shift our infield left, outfield straightaway and normal. Now Ferriss deals to Moore. Swings at the first pitch, grounds it to Pesky. Pesky throws to York, side retired. But the Cardinals, on the Marion triple, score 2 and tie the ball game up. We go to the top of the 6th, 2-2. Game 7, winner take all. Up for the Red Sox. York, Doerr, and Higgins to face Murry Dickson, and we should get someone up in the pen. Where's my substitutions are here. Okay. We're going to get Bill Zuber up in the pen. Zuber's been pretty good for us in this retro replay of the World Series. And actually, you know what? What am I thinking? It's Game 7. We're going to get Tex Houston up in the pen. So Tex Houston will get up in the pen. Zuber will sit down. And Joe Dobson will get up in the pen too. They're two starters, but there's no tomorrow, folks. Back to game action. Here's York at the plate. Red Sox first baseman's 0 for 2. York did have 17 home runs in 1946. Nothing new in the chat. Okay. Dickson picks up the sign from Joe Garagiola. Here's the pitch to York. He swings at the first pitch, and he sends a shallow fly ball towards the line. In comes Enos Slaughter in right and makes the catch, 1 down. So York is trying to jump on that first pitch strike. And he flies out to right. Here comes Bobby Doerr. Bobby Doerr's 0 for 2. He'd love to get his 3rd home run here and give the Red Sox a 3-2 lead. It's a 2-2 ball game, top of the 6th, 1 away. Dixon's ready to work. He deals to Doerr. 1 ball, no strikes. Doerr swings and punches it through the right side. Past the lunge of Musial. So Bobby Doerr represents the go-ahead run at first. Pinky Higgins comes to the plate. Wagner's on deck. Higgins 0 for 2, batting .179. He does not have any RBIs or home runs in this World Series retro replay. He did have 2 home runs in the 1946 regular season. And we're going to play hit and run. There goes Bobby Doerr, 0-2 count. Higgins sends that ball out to left. Walker coming in. He will make the catch, quickly racing back to first. And beating the Walker throw is Bobby Doerr. There's 2 down now. And stepping to the plate is Hal Wagner. He's 1 for 1, left-handed normal hitter. Cardinals infield, outfield, straightaway, and normal. Doerr will be off on contact. Musial holding him on. You can see over here that Dixon's starting to get in the tire range. Maybe the Red Sox batters can take advantage of that. Here's the pitch to Wagner, full count. Wagner pops it up towards short. Marion's near the outfield grass, makes the catch, side retired. Go to the bottom of the 6th, 2-2 here. Game 7, 1946 retro replay of the World Series, Sportsman Park, St. Louis, Missouri. Due up for the Cardinals, Musial, Slaughter, and Kurowski. Musial is 1 for 2. Stan the man. And our bullpen, Dobson and Houston are both ready. But Ferriss is still got a lot of green left. So we're going to sit Dobson and Houston. Can get them up quite quickly if there's any trouble. Here's the pitch to Stan the man Musial. 1-2 count. Musial rips our shot to right center field. That's going to gap both outfielders. Go to the wall. Musial's digging for second. He slides in safely. Oh, wow. Go ahead run at second. Here comes Enos Country Slaughter. He is 0 for 2. And again, the Red Sox quickly are going to get their bullpen up. I have to do it through the substitution screen because it's only going to give me the actual bullpen pitchers. I want starters. I want Houston back up and Joe Dobson. Both are ready. Ready, Freddy they are. We got Dobson. So Slaughter is at the plate. Definitely not going to sacrifice. He's only a 2 out of 10 sacrifice bunter, 1 out of 10 for a hit. If he hits the ball to the right side, it will advance the runners. Let's go with a mound visit here. Ferriss says he feels great. Houston and Dobson are ready. Oh boy. And we'll give Ferriss another opportunity here. Slaughter digs in, left-handed pull hitter. Red Sox will shift their the infield right, but guard third base. So Higgins plays close to third. Here's the pitch to Slaughter, 2-2 count. And grounds it back to Ferriss, who fires to first. He never looked He never... Oh, no! Oh, it is an out. I thought I saw the 2 yellow markers there. I was like, did he throw the ball away? I didn't see them throw the ball. So they do get Slaughter at first. Ferriss didn't even... He just wanted that sure out. And Musial advances to third base with 1 out with Whitey Kurowski at the plate. And we're going to have to bring our infield in now. No choice. 2-2 ball game, bottom of the 6th. Game 7, infield in. And now I want to see... let's take a look at who has the better strikeout numbers. Tex Houston, St. Louis. They beat St. Louis. He got the win there. How did he strike out? He's not a big strikeout pitcher. He had 1. He didn't walk any. Then in his loss, the 3-4 loss, struck out 6. How many hits has he given up? He's given up 15 hits. He hasn't fooled many Cardinal batters. Okay, let's check out Joe Dobson. Dobson went 9 innings. Was that the marathon game? The first game of this World Series was incredible. It was a marathon. Back and forth the scoring went. I want to say that went 19 innings. Check it out. It was a lot of fun. 9 innings, 6 hits. He struck out 1. He walked 4. Cardinals won. Oh, the Red Sox won, excuse me. So that's not that first inning. That 19 game. And he pitched 5 innings. 10 hits. Okay. Alright. Turn to the game. We're going to stick with Ferriss. And we're going to sit Houston. And we're going to sit Joe Dobson. 1 out, infield in, Whitey Kurowski at the plate. He is 0 for 2 today, only batting 185, but he does have a home run and 2 ribbies. Here's the pitch to Whitey. 3-2 count. Whitey grounds it to York. York steps on the bag. So now there's 2 outs. Infield in work. Musial did not go. York watched him all the way as he backpedaled towards the bag and stepped on it. And it'll be up to the young catcher, Joe Garagiola, to knock in Musial. Garagiola is 1 for 2 today. Walker is on deck. Garagiola, left-handed normal hitter. Ferriss 1 out away from getting out of this jam and keeping it a 2-2 ball game. 2 outs, Musial at third, bottom of the 6th. Ferriss takes a deep breath, looks in at Wagner. The windup and the pitch to Joe Garagiola. 2 balls, no strikes. Garagiola sends that ball up the middle, past the dive of Bobby Doerr, and the Cardinals have taken the lead 3-2. Clutch hit by the rookie Joe Garagiola, who now stands at first base clapping his hands. To the disappointment of Red Sox fans throughout New England, and myself sitting here in this chair. And here comes Harry the Cat Walker. Walker is 2 for 2, and that will be the day for Ferriss. Let's get our bullpen back up. So Joe Garagiola comes through in the clutch. 3-2 Cardinals, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. What a game 7 it's been so far. Oh boy, how many pitches has Ferriss has thrown? 75 pitches. Walker's 2 for 2 off of him. And Marion tripled. Now, who do I go with? Dobson or Houston? 3-2-4, 2-7-5. Let's take a look at earned runs. Dobson Burrhead, Joe Burrhead Dobson, only gave up 2 earned runs. Four, 8. Okay. I think we're going to go with Dobson. Let's take a quick look at Tex Houston. I know Houston gave up 5. Now he's got better stuff. But he's given up... No, he's only given up 2 earned runs, too. 129, 129, 7 and 7. Tex Houston will get the call out of the pen. So it's going to be Tex Houston. And who's batting next? I think Ferriss is batting. So we're going to go with a double switch. Actually, let's do it through the substitution screen. So Ferriss is batting next, the pitcher. Tex Houston will come into the 8th slot. Wagner will go out of the game, the catcher, on the double switch. We'll sit down Ferriss. Joe Dobson, excuse me. And Houston will pitch. And the new catcher will be Roy Partee. Double switch. So here's the new pitcher, Tex Houston. And in 1946, he was 20-11 with 3 saves, ERA 2.75, striking out 172. In the World Series, and that's not the right pitcher. Is that the right pitcher? I've got the right pitcher here, but why is that not the right pitcher? Oh well, too late now. Tex Houston, 1-0 in the World Series, 14 innings so far. He's given up 15 hits, 2 earned runs, walked 3, struck out 7, 1.29 earned run average. Garagiola's at first. He just singled in the go-ahead run with 2 outs. Walker's at the plate, left-handed normal hitter. Houston's done with his warm-up tosses. Then his new battery mate is Roy Partee. 4 out of 10 defense. And his catcher's arm is 5 out of 10. Alrighty. Houston picks up the sign from Partee. Partee sets the target. Here's the pitch to Walker. 2-2 count. And that shot is ripped to left center field, and that's going to grab some wall. Williams chases it down, throws to Pesky. Pesky fires towards the plate. Here comes Garagiola, and he is out! What a play to keep it a 1-run ball game. Doesn't get any more exciting than that, folks. They throw Joe Garagiola out at the plate as he tried to score with 2 outs all the way from first. It's still a 3-2 ball game. Williams quickly got to the ball. Fired to Pesky, who threw a strike to the newly inserted catcher Partee, who's at the plate right now. And how do I see the replay on this? Find out. View. No. Options. Replay. There it is. So that is a shot to the gap. Williams quickly gets to it, throws a strike to Johnny Pesky. Pesky quickly turns and fires to Partee, and they nail Garagiola at the plate. And again, keeping it a 1-run deficit. Due up here is Partee, the man who applied the tag on his counterpart right here, Joe Garagiola. Roy Partee. Then it'll be followed by the top of the order, Moses and Pesky. So a lot of excitement here in that bottom of the 6th. The Cardinals took the lead, made a bid for more. But it was not to be. Williams to Pesky to Partee. Tags out Joe Garagiola for out number 3. Partee batting .400. 6 for 15. He has no home runs, no RBIs. 5 out of 10 contact, 2 out of 10 power, 6 out of 10 eye. Hello, Tribes fans joined us in the chat. Hope all is well. Let me refresh this screen. Bear with me a moment. I have to definitely try to get a second regular screen because the Kindle just freaks out. And here we go. Alright. And now, as everyone's saying hello to Tribes fan. Alright, here comes Pardee. He is a right-handed spray hitter. Murry Dickson still out on the mound. Dickson, so far, has gone 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs. They came back in the first when Pesky and Williams knocked them in. Pesky tripled on a hit and run, scoring Walker, and then would score on the Ted Williams single. He's walked 3, struck out 3. Pardee, tying run at the plate. He had no home runs in 1946. Dickson kicks and deals to Pardee. 1-1 count. Pardee takes that inside pitch and skies it high to center field. Moore steps in a little bit, makes the catch. 1 away. And I'll bring up the top of the order, Wally Moses. Moses is 1 for 3. He singled and scored on the pesky triple in the first inning. Moses represents a tying run at the plate. Again, very much not a power hitter. He's only 2 out of 10 power. And he only had 2 home runs in 46. Hopefully, if you're a Red Sox fan, he gets number 3. Left-handed spray hitter. On deck, Johnny Pesky. He's been ripping the ball. Here's the pitch to Moses, hoping to park the Red Sea. Moses sends that ball high to left center field. Moore on the run, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Just one on the 0-1 count. So 2 outs, no one on for Johnny Pesky. Pesky is 2 for 2 with a ribby. He has singled and tripled in opposite order. Tripled in the first, knocking in Walker, scored on the Ted Williams single. On deck is the little professor Dom DiMaggio. In the hole, the splendid splinter Ted Williams. Base is empty, 2 outs, top of the 7th. Here's the pitch to Pesky. And Pesky works a walk on the full count. Good job by Pesky. Musial will hold him on. Here comes Dominic DiMaggio. He's 0 for 3 today. Dommy does have 3 ribbies, though. 10 for 30 in the series. We've tried 2 hit and runs with DiMaggio. He's hit the ball hard, but right at people. No hit and run now. He'll be swinging on his own volition. Garagiola wiggles the finger, sets the target. Murry Dickson deals to Joe DiMaggio's younger brother, Dominic. 2-2 count. DiMaggio swing and a miss. Strike 3. Pesky stranded at first. We go to the bottom of the 7th. As we get the 7th inning stretch, they play Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back for its root. Root for the home team. If they lose, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. And that's for Chris from Stratomatic, Delaware. Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming. And Clinton Parks. All wonderful channels. Check them out. And before we go to the bottom of the 7th, I need a sip of coffee. Cardinals lead 3-2. Due up for the Cardinals, Marion, Dickson, and Schoendienst. Marion is 1 for 2. He knocked in 2 runs when he tripled to tie the game in the bottom of the 5th. Houston back out on the mound. Here's the pitch to Marty Marion. 1-1 count. Marion swings, and that goes down the line. He's going to have extra base on this. Ted Williams gets over there. He throws to second. There goes the sliding Marion. He is safe with a leadoff double. And now pinch hitting for the pitcher is Dick Sisler. Sisler is in this retro replay of this 46 World Series. 2 for 3 with a ribby. That's a .667 batting average. 5 out of 10 contact. 3 out of 10 power. 4 out of 10 eye against right-handed pitching. And Tribes fan, again, let me mention this. I forgot to mention when he first jumped in chat. He is now posting to his YouTube channel updates on his projects. And they're a lot of fun. I watched the first one. Is the new one up yet, Tribes fan? Let me see. Let me go to the chat here. Tribes fan says Beatles, Seaver versus Blast again happens, and there will be a video. Cool, Beatles says. I agree. As Beatles tells Tribes fan, I subscribed and click that bell. That's right, subscribe and click the bell for Tribes fan if you want. For me too, that's kind of cool. Anyway, Dick Sisler comes to the plate. Marion's at second. Oh boy. Houston's on the mound. We have to play our corners in because he's a 7 sacrifice bunter. Even though he's batting .667 in the series. Again, that's 2 for 3. Corners in. His eye is 4 out of 10. We're going to try a pitch around. Maybe we get him to pop up or a swing and a miss. So we're going to try to hit the corner, whether on the inside or the outside. Houston nods his head. Pardee sets the target. Here comes the pitch. 2 balls, no strikes. And he pops it up shallow. Outfield. Oh, actually, that goes a little further than I thought. DiMaggio makes the catch. So that worked out. I was watching Pesky, but Pesky was going out for the cutoff. So that worked. He flew out to DiMaggio, who has a good arm. And Marion did not even attempt the tag up from second. So that worked. We go to the top of the order, Red Schoendienst. And again, Schoendienst has a below average eye. He's 1 for 3. I don't think he's bunting because there's 1 out and he's a poor bunter. So again, we're going to try the pitch around. Terry Moore is on deck. Big moment here again for the Red Sox. Marion's at second, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Red Schoendienst, left-handed normal hitter. Schoendienst punches that ball to the left. Williams coming on, can't get to it, falls in front of him, and he'll throw to Pesky. So Houston tries to hit the outside corner. Schoendienst just reached for it and went the other way to left. And now runners on the corners, 1 out. And the infield will play in. We're not going to play for the double play. We're going to play the infield in. And Terry Moore comes to the plate. Moore is 0 for 3. Big moment here again. Cardinals have a 3-2 lead. Bottom of the 7th, 1 out. Tex Houston has a quick word with Roy Pardee. Pardee goes back behind the plate, sets the infield in. Outfield straightaway and normal. Moore. Gonna try a pitch around again. Hopefully he beats the ball on the ground right into one of our infielders. Here's the pitch from Houston. Big moment. No balls, 1 strike. Ground ball to Pesky at short. And he fires to first for out number 2. Advancing to second is Red Schoendienst. So good job. The pitch around has worked twice. And here comes Stan Musial. Musial is 2 for 3 today. He's batting .346 with only 1 ribby. Slaughter's on deck. Slaughter has struggled, as you can see, only batting .133. The problem is, if we walk Musial, which I think I'm going to, because he's batting .346, we can't lose Slaughter, obviously. So we will intentionally walk Stan Musial. Once I find the intentional walk, there it is. There's ball 4. Musial's on, bases loaded. They'll face Enos Slaughter, the left-handed batting pull hitter. They will shift their infield to the right, with Higgins guarding third base. I don't know if that really matters, but I guess we'll do that. So there's a big hole here. Oh boy, that's a big, big hole. That's what we're going to do. Moment of truth. 3-2 Cardinals, bottom of the 7th. Bases loaded. Houston needs 1 more out to get out of this jam. The windup and the pitch to Enos Slaughter. Full count. Slaughter grounds the door. Doerr throws to York. The Red Sox get out of the jam. What a job by Tex Houston. We go to the top of the 8th. It's still 3-2. Red Sox fans breathe a sigh of relief throughout New England. Let's go to the chat. And in the chat, Traction says, and if you want to see score sheets for the games, let me know. Beatles will do, like to see them, if not any trouble to do. And they just went through some emails there. Cool. Alright, due up for the Red Sox, who time is getting short for Boston. 6 outs away from losing the World Series. The Cardinals 6 outs away from winning the World Series. And we have a new pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals, Red Barrett. Barrett in the World Series has pitched 2 2/3 innings, 1 hit, 3 walks, no runs. In 1946 season, he was 3-2 with 2 saves in 67 innings, 4.03 earned run average, and he struggled with control. He walked 24, struck out 22. His quality of pitches is below average, 3 out of 10. His movement, very good, 7 out of 10. And his control is average, 5 out of 10. Ted Williams, 1 for 2 with a ribby. Williams looking for a ball he can send out of Sportsman Park. Cardinals are guarding the lines with Musial and Kurowski in the infield. Outfield deep for Teddy ball game. Here's the pitch from Barrett to Williams. Full count. Williams swings and grounds it to Schoendienst, who throws the Musial for out number 1. Now here comes Rudy York. York is 0 for 3. Again, he had 17 home runs in 46, even though he has 3 out of 10 power. If the pitcher makes a mistake, he can send one out of the ballpark. York will be, he's got a 7 out of 10 eye. We're going to let him swing away on his own volition. Garagiola sets the target. Here's the pitch to York. Full count. York swings. That's a high fly ball left center field. Walker on the run. Keeps running and makes the catch for out number 2. Called off Moore right away, the center fielder. And now it's up to Bobby Doerr. Doerr's 1 for 3. He has 2 home runs in this World Series. Both batters, Williams and York, took Barrett to a full count. Williams would then ground out, and as we just witnessed, York flew out to Walker. 2 outs, base is empty for Bobby Doerr. Right-handed normal hitter. Garagiola wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch to Bobby Doerr. 0-2 count. Doerr swing and a miss. Strike 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Cardinals with a 3-2 lead. It's been a fabulous ball game. Due up for the Cardinals to face Tex Houston, Kurowski, Garagiola, and Walker. Whitey Kurowski is 0 for 3. Right-handed normal hitter. Houston rocks and fires. 2-2 count. Strikes him out. Way out in front of the off-speed pitch. 1 down. Here comes Joe Garagiola. At this point in time, he has the game-winning RBI. He singled with the runner at third with 2 outs back in the bottom of the 6th. It has held up so far. Here's the pitch to Garagiola. 1-1 count. Garagiola swings, grounds it to Bobby Doerr, who will flip to York for out number 2. So 2 outs, base is empty for the left-handed normal hitter. Left fielder Harry the Cat Walker. Walker is 3 for 3 today. Houston rubs up the baseball. He needs to keep it a 1-run deficit and get his Red Sox to the top of the 9th, only trailing by 1. Walker has other ideas. On deck, Marion. Here's the pitch to the Cat. 3 balls, no strike. They come inside. Ball 4. Walker will be off on contact with 2 outs. York holding him on. And here's Marty Marion. And Marion's 2 for 3 with 2 ribbies. He tripled, knocking in 2 runs back in the bottom of the 5th, tying the ball game up. Houston takes a peek to first. Now he deals to Marion. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Marion drives that ball right center field. DiMaggio on the run, and he makes the catch. We go to the top of the 9th. The Cardinals 3 outs away from repeating history and winning the 46th World Series in 7 games. Red Barrett is back out on the mound. He wants to save it. He'll have to get through Pinky Higgins, then a pinch hitter for Houston, and then the catcher Party. Higgins is 0 for 3. And I think we're going to go to, was it Don Gutteridge? Was it Gutteridge or Leon Culberson? Let me just check something here. Culberson was 0 for 3 in the last 2 games. 1 for 2. 1 for 1. Batting 300. It's either Culberson Gutteridge. Yeah, it's not Gutteridge. It was Culberson. I knew it was Culberson. Well, I think we're going to let Pinky Higgins hit. .208, 211, 313. Mekovich 246. He's a lefty. Laser 138. McBride 301. That's McBride. Batting 200. He did have 3 hits. It's either going to be McBride or Culberson. Barrett's a right-handed pitcher. Culberson's the Mekovich. I'd like to go lefty. Laser 138. Mekovich 246 in actuality. Campbell. We're gonna go with contact. We're going to go Mekovich. Mekovich will come in to pinch hit for Pinky Higgins. A lefty-righty matchup here. So Mekovich is getting his first at-bat in the World Series, left-handed pull hitter. Again, the Cardinals are guarding the lines. Outfield is deep. Mekovich is going to take. Try a different approach here. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. So he's in the hole. He's got a grip and rip now. Again, Cardinals 3 outs away from taking this retro replay of the 46 World Series, as they did in real life in Game 7. Barrett gets a sign from Joe Garagiola. Here's the pitch to Mekovich. 1-1 count. Mekovich swings, grounds it to Musial, who takes it to the bag himself. 1 down. Cardinals 2 outs away. Culberson will pinch hit now for Houston. On deck, Wally Moses. On deck, is Pardee, who's got a hit. We have no other. Well, he doesn't have to hit. We'll just play someone else at catcher. But Pardee will hit. So here's Leon Culberson. He is 3 for 10. His hits came early in the series. That's a 300 batting average. No ribbies, no home runs. He had 3 home runs in the regular season. And Culberson jacked one out here, a la Bernie Cardo in the 75 World Series in Game 6 and tied. We shall see. He'll be taking. Here's the pitch from Red Barrett. Ball 1. Culberson will take until he is a strike. Garagiola pounds the mitts at the target. Barrett kicks and fires. And there's ball 2. They didn't get it. Curved ball missed again. 2 balls, no strikes. Culberson taking all the way. Here comes the pitch. There it is. There's a strike. Outside corner. Fastball in there. 2-1 count. Hitters count. Culberson, if he likes it, he's got to drive it somewhere. Needs to get in scoring position. 1 out. Top of the 9th. Red Sox trail by 1. Garagiola wiggles the fingers. Barrett nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Leon Culberson. Full count. And Culberson works a walk. That's huge. Let's see what his speed is. Good speed, 6 out of 10. Stealing ability, excellent, 8 out of 10. Base running, excellent, 8 out of 10. Excellent. So he has a good shot. And here's Roy Pardee. And Pardee batted .315 with 9 ribbies and 111 at-bats in 46. And he's batting .375. So obviously he's going to bat. And he'll be taking. Let's see if we can get Barrett in some more trouble. Musial holding Culberson on. Here's the pitch to a taking Roy Pardee. And that's a strike. No fooling around that time. He poured in that fastball for a strike. Down the heart of the plate. No balls, 1 strike. Corners playing in. Wow, corners are playing in. Let's see if we can drive it by them. Outfield normal. Culberson's at first. Musial holding him on. Barrett picks up the sign from Garagiola. He sets and deals to Pardee. Pardee swings, grounds it to short. Ball game over. The Cardinals win the World Series on the 6-4-3 double play. They win 3-2, and there is celebration here at Sportsman's Park as the Cardinals imitate real life, I guess you say, in this retro replay. They win 3-2 and by 1 run. It was a little reversal though, because the Cardinals in real life were down 3-1 and came back to win the World Series. where the Red Sox, in our retro replay, and what a retro replay it was, thank you for watching, they were down 3-1. They win games 5 and 6. They forced game 7. They led 2-0 until the bottom of the 5th when Marion tripled, knocking in 2 runs. They tied it up. Then the Cardinals took the lead. Runner at third, 2 outs. Joe Garagiola at the plate, and the rookie singled in the winning run. So a tremendous game. Hope everyone enjoyed it. And Tribes fan says, excellent animation for the celebration. Yeah, it's a good game. This is a good game. It's a very good game. I do love this game. I love Action PC. I love Stratomatic. I love Digital Diamond Baseball. And getting used to PC Replay Baseball. I play that offline. I didn't buy it. I have the free demo. You can play a quarter of the season. But that's kind of fun. I'm getting used to that. I also like Diamond Mine. That's fun too. So that's the ball game, folks. And I wonder, player of the game, Murry Dickson. Wow, I wouldn't give. They give the pitcher the player of the game. I wouldn't give him the player of the game. Player of the game. All right, so let's give another player of the game. The Marion 2 for 4. He tied the game up. And you got it. You got to look at the rookie Joe Garagiola, game-winning RBI, 2 for 4 runs scored in a ribby. Yeah, so three players of the game, in my opinion. Murry Dickson, who got the win. He went 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs. They were earned. He walked 4, struck out 4. That's a nice performance to me, but not a dominant performance. Barrett gets the save. That was his first. He went 2 innings, walked 1, struck out 1, didn't give up any hits or runs. The loss goes to Ferriss, 5 2/3. 8 hits, 3 runs, all earned. No walks, 1 strikeout. And Houston came in 2 1/3 innings, 3 hits, no runs, a walk, 2 struck out 1. And it was 3-2. And I want to say the Cardinals won 4-3 in Game 7. So wow, that's pretty close. Again, a little difference with how they got there, but that's pretty close. And let's quickly go to the box scores here. Wally Moses, 1 for 4. He scored on the Johnny Pesky triple in the first. We had a hit and run call, and Pesky hit a gap. That was a beautiful thing. And they also threw Williams to Pesky to Pardee, threw Garagiola out at the plate to keep it a 1-run game. That was another fun play. Pesky was 2 for 2 with a ribby and a run scored, and he walked twice. He had a heck of a game. Dom DiMaggio cooled off. He was 0 for 4, and he struck out twice. Ted Williams was 1 for 3 with a ribby and a walk, but he finished below 200, batting 192. So the top 3 hitters, Moses, Pesky, and DiMaggio, batted 357, 367, 323. Then you had Williams at 192. Then you had York 0 for 4 with a K at 138. Bobby Doerr 1 for 4 with a K at 167. Though Doerr did have 2 home runs and 2 RBIs. And Williams did knock in 4, as well as Pesky. Pitching pretty much prevailed in this World Series. Pinky Higgins 0 for 3 with a K. He was 172. He produced no offense. Mekovich pinched hit 0 for 1. Wagner 1 for 2 with a walk, and he batted 286. He had a home run and a ribby in the series. And Houston pitched, did not hit. It's funny because he hit 333. He was 1 for 3 in his game. Culberson, the pinch hitter, walked. He was a tying run at first when they banged into the double play, and he batted 300 for the series. Ferriss was 0 for 2 and didn't get any hits in the World Series. And Pardee was 0 for 2. He came out in the double switch. He ended up batting 353 in the series with no homers or RBIs. 31 at-bats for their 46 Red Sox, 2 runs. When they came in the top of the first, they would score no more. 6 hits, 2 RBIs, 5 walks, 5 Ks. For the victorious world champion 1946 World Series winners, Red Schoendienst 2 for 4. He ended up batting 219 with 3 ribbies. Moore 0 for 4, batted 100. No ribbies or homers. Musial 2 for 3, a run scored and a walk. He batted 346. He only knocked in 1 run. Enos Slaughter 0 for 4. We held him in check. He had 1 RBI. He batted 129. Whitey Kurowski 0 for 4. 1 K, 172, 1 homer, 2 ribbies. Garagiola 2 for 4. Run scored, a ribby, 222. He had 2 RBIs. Walker, Harry the Cat Walker, 3 for 3. 1 run scored, 1 walk, 333 with 1 ribby and an RBI. Marion 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. He tripled them in to tie the game. And he ended up batting .339 with 3 ribbies, no homers. Murry Dickson 0 for 2, the pitcher, with a strikeout. And Sisler, the pinch hitter, was 0 for 1. He ended up batting in pinch hitting duties .500 with a ribby. And Barrett pitched did not hit. Cardinals, who would win the World Series in Game 7, 33 at-bats, 3 runs, 11 hits, 3 RBIs, 2 walks, 2 Ks. It was a good World Series. Any suggestions on the next World Series you'd like me to play using out-of-the-park baseball? Just throw them in the chat. Preferably, it's not anything recent, you know. That'd be nice. But whatever, if you guys put one out there. I'm playing a couple now. I'm playing the 73 World Series. I can easily start that over again. Or I'm also playing the 67 World Series. 67, I'm not playing with as-played lineups. I'm just going with what I feel. The 73 one, I was kind of playing with that. I was playing with as-played lineups. All right. In the series that had a little bit of everything, the St. Louis Cardinals have edged the Boston Red Sox. The two rivals went the distance in a tightly contested World Series with a 3-2 win in the clincher being the difference, giving St. Louis the World Series. We never stopped believing in ourselves. When push came to shove, we were going to get it done, said Marty Marion, who was named the series MVP. We'll check out why in the next screen. For the series, actually, they're going to tell us. Marion hit .393, had a .393 on base percentage, and he had no home runs, but he did drive in 3 runs and scored 3 times. That's awesome. So that's the ball game, folks. And let's go to this other cool screen right here. Oh, where is it? I believe it's called playoff coverage. And there we go. And you can see here, we have Mickey Harris for the Red Sox actually led them in hitting, 600. He was 3 for 5. That was the last game. That was outstanding game. He shut out the Cardinals 4-0. He had 3 hits and he drove in a run. He was outstanding. So he led the Red Sox in hitting, the pitcher. And then you had Pesky at 367, and he had 4 RBIs, no homers. Wally Moses, 357, with an RBI. Roy Pardee, 353. No homers or RBIs. Tex Houston was 1 for 3, 333. Dom DiMaggio, 10 for 31 with 3 ribbies, but he was 0 for in Game 7. That's a 323 average. Culberson in pinch hitting duties, 3 for 10. That's 300. Wagner, 286. You know, and then you have your pitchers, Dobson and Gutteridge really didn't play a lot. McBride, 15 at-bats, 3 hits, 1 ribby, 200. But here's what killed them. Ted Williams, 5 for 26. He did have 4 RBIs, but he only batted 192. Pinky Higgins gave them nothing and batted 172. Bobby Doerr, 167, though he did have 2 home runs and 2 ribbies, both obviously ribbies coming on his home runs. He was 5 for 30. Rudy York struggled. You know, that's a meat of their lineup after Williams, York, and Doerr and Higgins gave them pretty much nothing. So that's pretty cool. Then we have the pitching down here. The 3 winning pitchers, Mickey Harris, who won Game 6, outstanding. He went 15 innings, and his ERA was 0. Gave up nothing. Nothing. As Judge Smales would say, you'll get nothing and you'll like it. So he had the win. Tex Houston won his second start. He went 16 in the 3rd innings. 18 hits allowed, 5 walks, 8 Ks, 1.10 earned run average. And Joe Dobson was 1 win, 1 loss, and he went 14 innings with a 1.29 ERA. It was not the pitching, you know. It was that first game. I don't know if you guys watched. Most of you guys watched that first game. I want to say it went 19 innings, and where is it here? Let's go to the first game. That was it. The Red Sox could have won that game twice, and the Cardinals came back and beat them twice. The Red Sox had the game won. It was an unbelievable game. The Reds. Where's Game 1? This is Game 1. Let's go to the box score for Game 1. It went 19 innings, Game 1. 19. And I was actually playing it offline, and I just recorded it. And so when I showed it, I knew the result. I just called the game. Most people, obviously, in the chat did not know the result and probably thought the Red Sox were going to win at 2 different times, and they didn't. That was the killer there. The Red Sox, where was it? In the 18th, they had the lead, you know, and the Cardinals came back and tied it. And then again, going into the bottom of the 9th, the Red Sox had a 2-1 lead, and the Cardinals tied it. So they tied it in the bottom of the 9th, they tied it in the bottom of the 18th, and they won it in the bottom of the 19th. That was just a tremendous game. I got to watch that one over on the big TV with a bowl of popcorn. That was just fun. Let's go back. For the Cardinals, their leading hitter, that's a pinch hit though, Clyde Klutz. So Dick Sisler pinch hitting too was 2 for 4. That's 500. Marty Marion, who was the game World Series MVP, 393, 11 for 28 with 3 ribbies. On base percentage 393, slugging 536. He was the MVP of the World Series. Stan Musial batted 346, but he only had 1 ribby, so you can't. But he did it. You know, he kept the line moving, I guess, right? Walker 333. So those are the guys who hit right there. The starters. That's it. These 3 guys. Those are the guys who hit. And Garagiola was next, 222, and he drove in 2 runs. It was a great World Series. The wins for the Cardinals, Harry Breachin was 1 win, 1 loss. He went 17 2/3 innings. Gave up 16 hits, 1 home run, 2 walks, 11 strikeouts, 2.04 earned run average. And Murry Dickson went 2-0. Dickson, he wasn't dominant, but he's not bad. I mean, that's 2.92. There could be something said for going 2-0 in a close World Series. In the chat, we have a couple of World Series requests. Let me just look at it. Beatles asked if I played through the season. No, I just went to the World Series. You can go right to play in the World Series. He says, great game, Al. Thank you very much. Beatles says. Yeah, I just went, you know, and out of the ballpark. It's a wonderful thing they do. You can just go right to the World Series. You can play any. You have to check, though. They're not going to give you as-played lineups, so you have to change that. Or you can play it however you want to play it. And that can be fun, too. So the 2 requests, and we'll do both. Max Cornelius is the 65 World Series. Was that the Twins and the Dodgers? And then the 60s World Series, which are the Yankees and the Pirates. Now, I normally play as a team that doesn't win. I try to change history. So if I play the 60 World Series, I have to play as the Yankees. I think. And the 65, I want to say that was the Twins and the Dodgers, right? Sandy Koufax, Don Drysdale. It's definitely I think, or was that Baltimore? Anyway, anyone can tell me. Anyway, so the 65, I have it here, but I'm going to write it down too. On one of my little cheat sheets. So 65 World Series. And the 60 World Series. So they will be coming up at some point. I don't know what order. I'll probably do the 60 World Series first. We'll go, I guess, in yearly order. So, and Max Cornelius says, yes, it was the Twins and the Dodgers. Okay, so I'm going to be the Twins. And thank you, Beatles. Yep. I'm going to be the Twins in that one, and I'll be the Yankees in the other one. I was also thinking, I wanted to play, and I'll do it after I do those. I want to replay the 76 World Series. Because the Big Red Machine swept the Yankees, and that was a year before Reggie Jackson, because Reggie Jackson played his 1976 season with the Orioles, which is really funny. If you go online to see he just doesn't look. You know, he played for other teams, but when you see Reggie Jackson in an Oriole uniform, it just looks funny. It looks strange. Actually, I might play a game in on one of my games with Reggie in an Oriole uniform, maybe the first game he ever played. That'd be kind of interesting. I'd have to make it in Stratomatic, though. I don't have that. So. Alrighty, folks. I hope everyone enjoyed the game. And I tried this out here. I think it worked out okay. Oh, it covers up stats on this thing. I didn't see that. That's okay. We were more interested in stats on this side than that side. Okay. But I think it worked out well. I'm not going to do the camera all the time. I've had this camera for a while. I didn't do it because of my mom's health. Because my computer room became my mom's room. I ended up taking care of her for a long time. I would have done it forever, but God took her, and I did a Stratomatic. I enjoyed that. As I'm looking at this, and I should be looking at that. I'm like, oh, I'm over here. No, I'm right there. So I did do a Stratomatic game using the dice. That was fun. That was fun. I had the camera set up, and that was fun. I did enjoy that. That was fun. I might do that again. I like that you get a little more. It does seem more random. Because Clinton Park said something. I thought about it after. He goes, any computer program is not random. So that was fun. I went and I found my old game, got the dice out of it. So I found my old cards. It was the 83. So I must have bought that game in 84 because I think it's the 83 cards. And yesterday I said it was the 83 game, which means it would have been the 82. I got to look at that. But what's cool is I could make my card set that I have. As Beatles says, may her memory be eternal. Thank you very much, Beatles. That's why I did my little goofy marathon. I didn't tell anyone that. I didn't realize it was National Tabletop Day or whatever, which wouldn't have mattered anyway. But I did that marathon from Friday into Saturday. My mom passed away last Friday, early morning. And I should have started earlier, but we're doing stuff. And I went from 10 to about 6 in the morning. I did it with breaks just to set up the game. It was a lot of fun. And at the end, I'm like, I wasn't. What's funny? I wasn't tired. I ended up making breakfast for myself and my dad. And then all of a sudden, as I'm cleaning the kitchen, that's when it hit you. I was like, oh my God, I've been up for like over 24 hours. It was fun. I'd do it again. And we have to get our show up and running, Mr. Beatles. Beatles coffee. Woo! It's kind of funny. I look like the Great Gazoo with my schnoz in the headset. It's funny, I almost started the stream without my headset. Because I was like, I'm just talking. And I was like, they're not going to hear. They need my headset. So. Beatles Turn says, I have no idea why Clinton thinks that. I love the guy, but dice are not more random than... Well, it was fun, though. It was fun. I have to admit, Beatles, it was a lot of fun. It brought back a lot of... It was fun. It just had me thinking, you know what? I can do it once in a while. I got the dice here, and I set up my... I've watched enough people do it, so I really can... My setup... Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming and Chris from Stratomatic Delaware, so they love the setup. But I watched them do it, and I've watched baseball demos, Dave do it in tabletop. And, I just basically point the camera. I would point down, and I have my setup here, and I just roll the dice, which you can't see because the camera's not set up properly. I'll put them back over here. It was a lot of fun. So I'm going to come back with another stream. As Beatles says, let's do a show soon. Yes, let's do a show soon. I think we'll do a chat with Al sometimes coming up, maybe Friday night. Maybe we'll go a little earlier. Beatles says, I love the dice. I play a lot of... I can't read that. Talisman. Did I read that right, Beatles? T-A... Wow, I gotta get too close. The T and the A-L... yeah, Talisman. What is that? Is that a strategy game? It was a lot of fun. Well, I set the camera up. I think, again, I don't know if I'll do this all the time. It was kind of fun. People like probably what I look like. But I actually did do a video before for Phil the Issues Guy on my own to promote him. And it's on my channel. It's like one of the first videos I've ever done. I was like a commercial, and it's the blooper. I actually F-bomb, because my sister was filming it, aka my producer, when I do goofy things, if I need someone to film, and which I've only done a few times. And I was like, I knew exactly what I wanted to say. It was one take. I was like, oh, this is great. I got to the very end, and I foobarred it. And I make a little joke about that. And I wanted to be, like Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra did everything in one take, supposedly. So, but I foobarred it. Almost did it. Ended up taking me like 3 takes. But the one that they liked was the one that was the mess up, which was the best one until the end. So, anyhow. This is Al, Red Sox fan, saying thank you very much for watching. Thank you to Beatles Eternally. Thank you to Max Cornelius and Tribes fan. And to anyone else who watched. We had a few people watching. They didn't join in the chat, but that's A-okay. If you enjoyed, I don't normally say it anymore, but if you want, hit the like button. If not, that's fine too. Just like to talk baseball and other things. Beatles Eternally will have the last word in the chat. He says, yes, about Talisman. It is a Dungeon and Dragon type board game. It's also available on Steam. We should play sometime online. Oh, cool. Is that the one where like you get nervous and stuff? No, that's not Talisman. That's something Dungeon. I watched a couple of my friends play that. Do you remember Dark Tower? That would be a fun game to play. I don't know how we play online, but Dark Tower was a great game. Milton Bradley made it in East Longmeadow, Massachusetts. Milton Bradley. Yeah. Alrighty, that's going to be it, folks. I'm probably going to come back with another stream. It's probably going to be Stratomatic. I'm addicted to rolling these stupid dice now. It's like cocaine for me. Not that you should do cocaine. Don't do cocaine. Cocaine's bad. Don't do it. Do coffee. And that's what the dice sound like as I dropped one. Anyway, so don't do drugs. Play baseball. Watch baseball. Be baseball. Baseball is good. Alrighty, until next time, health and Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, that's that game. That game. I'm watching my friend play, and he made us as characters. That game, I didn't play, obviously. I was just watching. That game's intense. It's like the little side-scroller board game thing, but that was... And you had to go, like, some guys had to go to the bar after. Some guys had to go to the brothel to try to unwind. I was a brothel guy, mind you. My character always wanted to go to the brothel. Wanted the company of the opposite sex. So, that was kind of... And it was just funny because that's the way he made my character. I thought it was funny. But that's a pretty fun game. And the Steam sale should be coming up. They always have sales. Other than that, I think we're good. Is there anything anyone else would like to discuss before we leave? Another person has joined us. Beatles says that game is evil. Oh my god, it is so evil, that game, Beatles. I want to blow my nose right now, but because there's a camera, I can't do this, even though I just did it. Right, I'm gonna have some coffee. That game is evil, Beatles. We can't. That game, like I want to say the game actually shakes. I think he said the game shakes. I think he was using a control. No, maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe it just gives that eerie feeling, like when everyone gets nervous and it says like your character is nervous and stuff. Because you go through dungeons. I wish they would make Dark Tower into a computer game. Dark Tower was a board game, but with a computer, because you had the Dark Tower. You had the Black Tower in the center. And that's where you did everything. You hit the buttons, and you had a character, and you built up your mercenary army. That was a fun game. They made that back in the early 80s, mid-80s, and something happened. Supposedly, a kid committed suicide because he played the game or something. I don't know. I think it's all BS. But Milton Bradley got scared enough not to make it anymore. They stopped making the game. It was like they're... And if you remember, you can probably look up the commercial. Orson Welles did the commercial for Dark Tower. It was really good. It was a fun game. So we're on an hour 40 almost. And if anyone has any last words or things they want to talk about, I'll stay for a little bit. If not, I'm going to end the stream and probably come back with something else. Maybe we'll do a chat with Al. I don't know. I'm infatuated with how ugly I look on the screen. I look in the wrong direction all the time. Look, eye blinks. I look at the little picture that's here as opposed to looking here. I should be looking here. See, and I'm still looking at the little picture there going, wow, that's kind of cool. It is kind of fun. So, I think we should call it a stream then. And I might be back a little later. Alright, thank you very much, Beatles Attorney, Tribes Fan, and Max Cornelius. Health and happiness till next time. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. And as always, don't swing at the curveball in the dirt. Peace!